It's Dele Da Poet. You're now tuning in to Lunch Break Sessions.
I've been on this road for a long time. I'm gon' get this money cause it's only right. Came up on my lonely, what was on their mind. Every day feeling like I'm losing time. I can see it coming, see the money, yeah. When they see me struggle, it was funny, yeah. Never caught my brother for the money, yeah. I done did a lot just for the money, yeah.
All right, ready, man. Dele Da Poet, man. Welcome to Lunch Break Sessions. How you doing?
Good, man. What's up with you?
Man, I've been chilling, man. How are you?
I'm cool. I'm good. I'm up.
Yeah. Pretty much been doing this rap thing for a long time, man. Tell the world.
Just like you said, I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it. Just certain things been happening. I've been going on a journey. I'm going a certain way. It is what it is. I'm where I am.
How you get started?
I got started with the poetry, really. I started doing poetry and shit on some love shit, like in high school and stuff like that. And all that shit, just writing through Tupac and hearing that shit, researching on him. And I ain't really, it was just some idea just to do, get some of my ideas out of my thoughts. Started putting it into music, just transferred it into music. I ain't like the way it fit, you know what I'm saying, because it wasn't all the way fit. When it'd be poetry and then it turned into a song. So I just turned around and just started like putting more energy and writing music and just doing all that. And then that's how that shit started.
How you think the difference is between writing as far as poetry and actually like transitioning that to actual music? There's like a big difference?
I mean, with like if I'm writing poetry, if I'm writing spoken word or I'm doing something like that, I can really do it how I want to. Like, I ain't got, I can have my own cadence. I ain't gotta, but when you, if it's doing a song, then you gotta, it's more components. It's about making everything mix. It's about, you know what I'm saying, the music all around it. You got the, you got different ways. You wanna come, you gotta worry about it. How they come in, it's a collaborative effort. Unless I made the beat, or if somebody else made the beat, then they produced it. And, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways that you can go. So like, you kind of, with a song, it's kind of I wouldn't say a limit, but it's more of a confinement. It's like you got to put it in something. You know what I'm saying? Like with some spoken word, with some poetry, you can kind of just make your own cadence. You can kind of make your own beat. You know what I'm saying? Come how you want to, but with something else you gotta make it all mix. You gotta find that right balance, the right time.
That's what I better gonna say. Like, just listen to your music. Like, you got your own like unique sound. Like you mix so many different types of sounds in your music. Like, how would you describe it?
How I describe my music?
Yeah.
Man, I describe my music like me, bro. Like I was raised, in Dallas, but I'm Nigerian, you know what I'm saying? I'm African. So like, it's like me being raised out here and having so much out here and then just embracing my own culture and like knowing where I come from and just knowing my heritage and knowing my culture and knowing where I stand. It's like being able to see both sides of it. So it's like my music reflects that. It's just like, it's versatile in that way. It got a duality to it, you know what I'm saying? So,
man, like, you got like an international like style, but then like I said, you mix it in with, like I said, with the hip hop flow, with the lyrics. So I mean, like I said, it's like, for me personally, it's a unique style, it's a unique flow.
Yeah.
Like do you get a lot of international, or have you received, like as far as international exposure, with your music?
Yeah, like when I went to Nigeria, I think that was like one of the biggest. They show so much love out there. They put my music in really where my music is now, where I'm at in my lyrics and like how I'm coming, the energy and everything. It's just like I got so much influence from just being out there and just feeling the energy and just seeing how a lot of people was coming and seeing how a lot of people was just doing it from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And just, I don't know, and seeing the way it was and seeing that I was really a part of that and all that was really in me. So, kind of to go to that, it wasn't a problem, but it was always just that balance is just making it mix, you know what I'm saying? just staying true to who I am. Like I was still raised out here, and you know what I'm saying. I'm Nigerian, but I always wanted to show that kind of where I really was. You know what I'm saying, both sides of it. You know.
Man, like okay. I mean, I understand like what's like. I understand personally because just it's a big culture difference, so to speak.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like, from your experience, like what you feel like the difference is just being in Nigeria, just as a person or even musically, and then being in America, back in the States in America, from your experiences.
Man, the differences, shit. It's hard to sit and look at the differences. I seen so many like things. When I went out there, like before I went out there, I was looking kind of, that's how I was feeling like. But when I went out there, it was just like I seen so many things that was so similar. You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to sit there and look at the differences because it was so much things that were just the same. They were just doing the same thing in a whole different environment. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it wasn't too many differences with that. You know, it was just the environment, the government, certain restraints that they had placed on them, you know, dealing with the lighting and all that other shit. But for the most part, I seen a lot of similarities. A lot of people was doing a lot of the same thing, but I could see they was on a whole nother level with it though, you know?
As far as what?
As far as production, as far as just thought that they were putting behind it. I seen people that was doing it like where I was doing it and just, I don't know, just really making anything, do everything, really making it happen with what they had and really seeing them make a lot work. I don't know, I just seen they was doing the same thing that we was doing, you know. We was still in the studio, they was still in the studio. They got a laptop, they got the mic set up, they got the speakers. It's the same shit, you know what I'm saying? And to see that industry and see the level of production that they got coming with it, it's like, it's really amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's inspiring. So
I mean, Nigerian music started to surface and kind of waving down here to the Americas. I know when I be out, I be hearing different kind of.
You go to the club,
clubs, you know, you got like this artist named Davido. You know what I'm saying? Like he big with the Nigerian scene and like really just kind of leading his way in the hip hop scene. So like
you'll hear one of his songs come up. You'll hear a Davido song. You go to the club. It won't even be an African club. I hear it out. Y'all playing Nigerian music.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. Just hearing.
And people jamming, people dancing, people moving when it's coming up.
And they speaking their language.
You know?
You know, these people, like, as far as, like, I guess for me, that's what, like, tripped me out. It's like, man, these people, like, this whole Nigerian music, they speaking Nigerian language. People don't even understand really what they talking about. They singing the song word for word, but they, you know, they don't know what's going on as far as the lyrics. What he really saying, right?
Yeah. The music feels so good, you ain't got no choice but to do that sometimes. But like, when I went out there, that's what I'm saying, like, the way they had, the first time I went out there, they didn't even embrace it. I went to the clubs, they was playing like a lot of American music. You'll hear a lot of hip hop in the club. They'll mix in the African music.
Like who you used to hear as far as?
You hear everything, like mainstream music. You
hear artists. Shit. That you just hear, okay, like as far as like, that you just
I'm just thinking like, I don't even remember the times, but you'll hear the Drakes, you know, the Migos, they'll play all the little pop, just everything, just mainstream music, just any hit at that time that we'll be hearing maybe on the radio or something like that. They gonna be playing that. They gonna be playing that. Just the big ones, you know what I'm saying? They not probably big into the underground scene, but anything that's...
But they big on the mainstream, for sure.
I mean, if it's big over here, yeah, they gonna see it. For sure, for sure.
So what big you know what I'm saying, like misconceptions do you get as far as just like you say, you Nigerian, but at the same time you African American. So like, I know like just walking that line growing up has been like pretty difficult. So like, what big misconceptions have you got, or do you get, just, you know, being the best of both worlds?
Misconceptions. I mean, it's just a lot of misunderstandings. I think the biggest one is that, you know, that Africans don't like black people, or that black people don't like Africans. It's a whole bunch of, I don't know. I always seen it as a disconnect, you know what I'm saying, on both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? Because of just what we showed and the perspective of things. And we showed things our whole life. And people in Africa don't understand the struggle of like somebody that's coming up out here. They just see like America, like they see the dream. You know what I'm talking about? They see the nice shit. They see the movies. All they get is the movies, music, and what, the news.
So their perception basically in Africa or Nigeria, so to say, is more, just like you say, just they don't get no real direct feeling. It's just more what they see on the media.
They can only get what they show. They not here.
So it's fair to say like the media kind of controls the social culture of things.
Like I mean, even like, let's say it be times where you have like Black Lives Matter movements, or you have like people where they say like the cops shooting people out here. You know what I'm talking about? Cops shooting black people. White people to this day will tell you that that's not happening. Like, why, you know, if you'll do this or this or that, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
They'll make excuse for it, like it's not really going on, like that lack of empathy is there. And it be like, it don't be hate, it just be like they don't even know, they don't even see it, they don't understand it, like they'll see it a different way. And so you gotta think it's so much more of like, if they all the way halfway across the world, you know what I'm saying, it's like, they gonna see less. I don't know, they ain't.
So basically the Black Lives Matter thing, like movement, I don't want to say thing, but the Black Lives Matter movement, that really hasn't just reached out there as far as the way it
I think
affects
it was saw,
us.
but it's gonna be seen just like how they see it. You know what I'm talking about?
Through their lenses. But it don't. But I guess based off the impact of how we feel it, you know, being in America, you know as black people, they don't feel it this much because you feel like they overseas.
They feel it. They gonna identify with it because you know what I'm talking about. They black, so you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, it's still gonna be like, you gotta understand the same shit that's going on out here is going on out there too, and you don't want to compare it, but it's going on like at horrible levels out there. You know what I'm saying? It's going on. It's corruption with the police going on. It's a lot of unfair treatment going on. It's genocide. There's a lot of shit going on. Bad. There's a lot of good that's going on. But it's just like, with anything, you know what I'm saying? It's the perception in which you see something. You know what I'm saying? If you only see the bad, that's all you ever gonna. That's what you gonna know in your head. So when somebody associates something with it, that's gonna be the first pillar that you go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it's just a whole lot of misconceptions that been getting broken down within time, and the music helps with that. I don't know, it do. Like you said, there's people in the club jamming and shit. Like, it's on both sides. People understanding the other cultures through a lot of shit. Through a lot of shit, bro. But I think that I really don't know the solution to it, bro. But I just
that was kind of leading to my next question, like how you feel like with your music will connect or even bridge those gaps as far as understanding. Because like I said, you come from both. You know, you as an individual, you walk both lines as far as the understanding from an African American, and then African American. That even makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like though, like when you say that though, it's relatable though. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that's going through that. Like, I got brothers, I got cousins, I got friends that's going through the same thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's, I don't know, not this stereotypical, I don't know, African that you see. It's a hybrid because of where they're raised. They're a product of their environment. So I think it relates to a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? Not even just Africans, but just like maybe even like a first generation, you know what I'm talking about, person out here, you know what I'm talking about, whose parents that came over here and they kids of the immigrant, you know what I'm talking about, but they was raised out here. You know, I think that's a different groove. I think that's a different thing, but I think a lot of people relate to that too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is too at the end of the day.
Real. Well, switching lanes a little bit, you know, let's get back to the music, you know. Dallas University.
Yeah.
You know, what's that about, man? I've been seeing, you know, you and a group of collective artists, you know, making a lot of noise.
Yeah, for sure.
No. You want to talk about that?
really just a collective of artists that was just doing their own thing, people that's known each other, you know what I'm saying, just throughout, you know, just a lot of things. People that went to school together, people been doing songs together for a minute, people just know through mutual friends. And I think Ricky Blue and Kane Wonder really had a big part in putting that, you know, out together, you know what I'm saying. I've been knowing Kane for a long time, me and Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Really, they're just trying to bring some unity to the city, because a lot of people have come and they be like, ain't no unity within the city, but when you go somewhere else, it be the same thing going on. It be the same little fight to the top, people saying the same thing. Ain't nobody, it's these certain group of people that's getting shine, and then ain't nobody else getting shine. And they saying ain't nobody coming together, but really, if you really want to be the solution to this shit, you got to do this shit. So since we know each other, we've been doing this shit, you know what I'm saying, it's just people to come together, we making songs, we doing this shit, and we showing you that we is that, you know what I'm saying, it's true, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying. You wanna say people ain't doing it, we doing it. If you wanna get behind it, but we gonna do it, we gonna be it, and it's gonna be undeniable either way. It's, you know, it's drawn from so many different places in the city. You got people from everywhere.
I mean, it's a big collective of art, like a big collection of artists. Like, how many artists, I guess, consist of the whole collection?
I can't give you a number. I think it's like at least 12. It might be more than that. You got a lot of people. I don't even want to say the wrong number though. I think it's about 12.
So how, 12 different artists? Cause like I say, like, I know you got you, Ricky Blue, OG Money Lou.
You got Laser, you got Kane, you got Mucho Nero, you got June, Touch Kalushi, you got J Fam, you got Jimmy. Shit, bro. You got some Phillies, you got Kurt. Man, it's a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people.
So how does one juggle like all those artists from different sides, different personalities, different egos? Different. Each one of you artists are different. Status. In the game still growing. So like, how y'all balance that out as far as just the nature of working? Like,
it's just like when we came in, the energy was good from the get-go. The energy was good from the get-go. I don't know. We put it together. We spoke in existence. Then we went to the studio. We went to go do it. It was all good. We came out with some no records. We kept doing it. And I'm talking about it ain't even been. We've been doing the Dallas University as a collective, like for real, like maybe 2 months, man. 2-3 months, maybe 1 month. I don't even know how long it's been, bro. It ain't even been that long though.
Man, the rollout just seemed like it came out of nowhere. Like I just started seeing on the gram in a way, just a whole bunch of
but it's been emotional.
Dallas University, like started seeing artists, hella artists in the studio just really going in. Like I'm looking at it like, I guess thinking to myself, that's like, it reminded me like on some DJ Khaled type wave, you know what I'm saying? Like the way, like, how when he came out, or when he would bring artists out, it was a whole bunch of artists all at once.
Exactly. It's just a collective, bro. It's just a collective, bro. It's just everybody got something they bring to the table. We all got our own little strength that we bring to the table. And so it's just like bringing that energy together. And everybody, like you said, everybody on different levels in their journeys right now. So it's just, I don't know, it's meshing well right now. I just like how it is. I like how it's feeling. I like the music that's coming out of it. I'm all about the end on it. I like what's coming out. You know what I'm talking about? The production. I like everything. This shit hard, bro. It's hard. And so when y'all get to hear more stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all have any projects coming soon?
Got a lot of stuff. We just dropped in No Reason with Laser. I know everybody been dropping their own stuff. I know OG Money Lou, he just dropped his Snitch record. We just dropped that Rain. We finna do that family video shoot coming this weekend. We finna shoot that this weekend. I don't know, it's a lot of stuff coming, a lot of videos, a lot of content, a lot of music. Just a lot of stuff in the vault right now. right way to do it. Connection gonna come out soon. A lot of things, merch, everything.
Does that, okay, by doing that, does that distract you as far as a solo artist, since you know,
No, like I said,
doing all these projects, with, as a collective with these group of artists, like, you think that may like distract you just from working on, what you may have to come working in the near works, or how do you balance all of that?
I mean, I guess for somebody else it'd be different, but with me, just where I'm at, I enjoy it. I feel like it feeds to what I'm doing. At this point, I'm producing. I'm making a lot of music. I got my own little setup. I've been doing a lot of things, by myself for so long. So the collaboration is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing something else. It's bringing a new energy, and to connect with some of these people is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, just to make it happen, and then the energy to be dope, for it to be dope. I don't know. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at it at all. I'm with it. I like it.
And we got looking forward with Dele Da Poet as an artist. What's coming soon with you? Visuals, what's going on?
Visuals, man. We got visuals coming soon. Operate coming soon. That Blood in America. It's a lot of visuals coming soon. I got some. They in the works right there. They in the mix right now. Cool.
I'm gonna interrupt. Okay, like now, cause you say Blood in America. That's one thing now that kind of bring it back in my mind. Like, would you consider yourself like a political rapper? Cause like I've heard, like, I don't know, like you got a lot of real.
I just got
content as far as like food for thought.
Yeah.
And your tracks on your records that I've heard, and like like just something the way you roll that, like I'm trying to see how I would explain it. Like I don't know, it seems like like you come off like, I don't say come off, but basically you give off this like you have this political. Fight the power, fight the man, I guess aesthetic with you. Like, do you ever consider like think about like as far as like when you be rapping, any high powers as far as the content you be rapping?
I mean, I just feel like I'm so stuck in the reality. So like, I be feeling like I see stuff. I'm just so, it's not, I wouldn't even want to just say I'm conscious. It's just like, damn. This should be right in front of our face. We be sitting here looking at this crazy ass shit, and people be acting like it's not going on. I mean, I just got a certain way that I see it, so I just speak about it the way I know how. You know what I'm talking about? It don't be on no. I don't know. I just care what's going on, but.
What type of, like, have you got any feedback from just as far as some of the content you be talking about, as far as like political issues and all that type of stuff?
Feedback and
just like positive feedback, negative feedback.
Yeah,
like,
people like it. They say it's the way that I present it is different. You know what I'm saying? The ideas is presented differently. They never heard it that way. You feel me? So that's appreciated. You know what I'm saying? To know that I could be that. You know what I'm saying? To be that. Because I done had artists before, that I used to listen to, change the way I thought or spark something in me that I ain't never heard before, just because of the way they put it. So I'm gonna listen to it most. So.
Artists like who?
The Pots, the J. Cole's, the Boozies, the people they just did it their way. You know what I'm saying? That's just them. It's a lot of artists, DMX, a lot of forgotten artists that was just dope. I got a lot of influences from a lot of different places. You know what I'm saying? Listening to funk growing up. A lot of stuff, bro. So, I don't know. I got a lot of influences from a lot of different places. I think it shows within the music. It really does. Yeah.
So you done got the whole fresh fade up in here, man. Getting the edge up right. Shout out to the barber, man. Doing his thing. It's real. It's a first, man. I ain't never did an interview in the barbershop like while somebody getting a haircut, so this is one of many. It's the first, actually. It's the first of many. You know, legendary interview, man. Dele Da Poet. Man, appreciate having you, bro. Like, you know,
Appreciate the opportunity,
man, it's always good, man. Just keep grinding, you know, keep progressing with the music, you know, in life. Everything, man. And, you know, I'm going to see you at the top.
Yeah, meet me there.
For real.
Blessing.